L. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you already subscribed to the channel, thank you. So today, I want to talk to you guys on how to double book loads at LANDSTAR. These are one of the tricks I used to do to increase my revenue and take short trips. I'm about to show you the secret, right? Stay tuned. Drop the intro. So, what I used to do at LANDSTAR, I used to double book loads. So keep in mind, when I used to double book loads, I picked both of them up and I also delivered both loads. To me, they're considered either LTE type loads or a portion loads, meaning it's not a full trailer. Normally you could tell how much pallet is going to be on the load by the weight. So anything under 5,000 is usually a few pallets, in my experience. Some loads might not be. It might be a full load of, I have picked up a full load of plastic, the jug that goes into the big jugs that's upside down and it goes to the machine. So I have picked up a full load of that where they double stack the pallets and it's only 2,000 pounds. So you got to keep that in mind. But when I call the agent and booking these loads, I'd be like, hey, I'm calling about such a load, and I make sure it's available first. Then I say, do you know how many pallets is it? And then sometimes they'll ask you, what's the reason you ask? And just like, hey, I just want to make sure that I'm picking up the right amount of pallets, okay? Let's say, for example, they say it's only 10 pallets. Your trailer could pick up between 20 and 25 pallets, depending on how big the pallets are and how you, if you twist them sideways, you get more pallets on. So I have picked up 25 pallets before, but it was small pallets. But if they big pallets, you could fit about 20, but every pallet is different. You have to kind of do the math and kind of see the pallet. So what I would do is I'll call one agent, like I said, and inquire about the load, find out if it's available, find out how many pallet is it. And if he says 10, then I look for another load going the same way and in the same area, maybe like an hour apart. So, for example, I'll pick up a load out of Richmond, Virginia. That'll be my first load. And then it'll be like 1 or 6 pallets or 10 or less. And then I'll book that load. Then I'll look for another load, maybe in Washington or in Baltimore. And pick up that load. Let's say that load is only 10 pallets. So 10 plus 6 or whatever I picked up before, it's not a lot of pallets. And then make sure they're going the same way. So let's say they both delivering in Long Island. So it could be Riverhead or Valley Stream or Hot Page, New York, somewhere in that area. And you'll take both loads, deliver one, and then deliver the other one. So that first one, you would deliver it last, and that second one you pick up, you'll deliver it first. But you also got to make sure both of those loads from the two different agents have open windows. Okay, you got to keep that in mind. They have to have open windows between 8 and 5 or 8 or 24 hours, preferably for the second stop. But if they both 8 to 5, you could deliver one at, I try to get there at 6 in the morning. Deliver that one. If they open 6, 7, whatever, 8, deliver that one and then head to the next one, which was like maybe hopefully less than an hour away, and deliver the second one. And these are the things that I couldn't talk about when I was with LANDSTAR, because if they found out I was doing this, probably would have got fired. So, or I don't know, probably would have been like messed up that I'm doing it. It wouldn't have been a good thing. So that's why I couldn't really talk about these things when I was with LANDSTAR, but that's what I was doing to increase my revenue. 2 loads for 300 miles or less. So I'm getting 2 different agents on one trailer, and they both know nothing about it, because I have called agents in the past and say, hey, I have 10 pallets on board, and you say you got 6 pallets available going the same way, but I'll deliver yours first. And like, no, this only could go on my empty trailer, blah blah, and they act weird. So that's why I just started stop telling them. I'll get to one customer, boom, and then pick that one up. I book that load with the agent, and then go pick it up, and then go to the next one. Pick that one up too, and I still have space. Everything's secured, locked, and deliver the first one and deliver the second one. And then if it's open window, they be like, "What time you be there?" I usually I'll be there at 11. They don't need to know why. Just I'll be there a little later. So if the first one deliver at 6, tell me you be around 11. So you get the first one off and then the second one off, and then you're done. And if you have time, you could pick up another load. So I like, okay, for example, that example that I gave you where I picked up both loads going to Long Island, I would not book a returning load because I got to make sure both of these loads come off the trailer completely. So once I get off the first one and get to the second one and I feel they unloaded me, I'm looking for loads. Maybe something in Jersey, maybe something on the island. If it's close enough where I can pick it up and if I have enough time to pick it up. So if it's a 24 hours, I'll go pick it up afterwards and boom. Now I got one load coming back up and then getting back to Philly where I live. So, I mean, you just got to work smarter and do what works for you. Because at the end of the day, you here to make money. Everybody's making money. SFI is making money for me running that truck. LANDSTAR is getting 35% for me using their trailer and all the other fixed costs that comes with it. So you got to find ways to make money legally, and not get yourself into trouble and run your logs legally. And it don't matter. And then tell both agents, hey, I delivered both your loads and I picked both your loads. And I've done it several times, never had an issue. So another thing that's the easiest type of loads to do this with is when you pick it up empty tote. So let's say you go to a location and you got maybe 30 totes. I know that sound like a lot, but your trailer could hold up to 60 totes and they empty, so they could be double stacked. So let's say you go to one pickup and they have only 30 totes. So you put the 30 on, and if there's no more pickup after that, because most of the time those empty tote loads have multiple pickups. So let's say you pick up 10 from your first one, then 15 from the second one, and then the remainder, and then you have total 30. Now you can look for another empty tote load. Maybe you only have to pick up one stop, one drop with empty tote loads. So you'll pick up the empty totes. Maybe they have another 30. So you'll take all 30. Now you got 60, a full trailer. Now you got one agent that maybe you had to pick up 2 or 3 stops of 30 loads. And then you have another agent that you only had to pick up 30 totes for the second load. Now you got 2 different loads on your trailer, 60 loads. And they both going to they usually go, in my area, near Philadelphia, they usually go to North Wells, PA, or Camden, New Jersey. You get to the receiver, everything comes off. Boom, 60 loads. Boom, you got to pay for this one. Boom, you got to pay for this one. The revenue varies on each load. One might pay $1,600 and another one might pay $1,000. But you just made $2,600 from one place to the other, and they all getting off. So you just increase your revenue, and you're making a ton of money going the same way, not burning out fuel because they light. So you could put 60 totes, double stack them, and make sure they spin sideways. They'll spin all that when you load them up. But these are things I used to do to increase my revenue and go less miles. I see guys going to Florida for $3,000 on load board. You burning gas, you hold it down in Florida, out of the Northeast. It's like, why? When you can double up on loads and go a shorter distance. That's why I do local runs. And hopefully I can do the same thing with when I under my own authority, and I don't have to answer to anybody besides the broker that I'm working with. Another thing that used to kind of annoy me is I had this, I don't want to say it's dedicated run, but I was working with this agent who had loads coming out of Morrisville, PA every day. And it would only go to Middletown, PA, and that was only about 150 miles. So that agent, every day, I book a load, take it to Middletown, but then I would have to find something near Middletown, York, PA, Harrisburg, or sometime go further south and pick up something out of Shippensburg, PA, or Carlisle, and then take it back to Philly or Jersey or Delaware. But then I started noticing that Middletown, PA, the same place I was delivering from, had a load going from Middletown, PA, back to Harrisburg. So what was going on was the broker was using two different agents. One agent to bring a load from Morrisville, PA to Middletown, and another agent to go from Middletown to Harrisburg. Same customers, you know? And I'm like, why don't you just use the same agent? I'm not sure the reasoning, but I feel like if it's all coming under one broker, which now I'm under my authority, I could just go to the broker and say, hey, I'll pick up the round trip for you. Keep me on this for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Let me just keep running back and forth, back and forth. I like to stay local anyway. And it was paying good. Like, these loads was averaging about 1,000. Sometimes if they desperate, they need a truck, they'll pay 1,500. So, you know, these are things that used to get on my nerves. Like, why don't the broker work with just one agent on that round trip instead of having me book a load with one agent and book another load with another agent? Or maybe book a load going one way and I got to look for another load for another agent and try to figure it out, because that one agent that have the load going from Middletown, PA to Morrisville will be already booked on another driver, because I can communicate with them enough to know if they got a load coming right back. So I try to make sure, I know the one from Morrisville to Middletown is always going out, and I have good connection with this guy. Other load I got coming back is on another agent, and it's either booked up or she's like, oh, I already booked it already, or, you know, it's like, I don't want to commit to that load if I don't know that load is going for sure. So, but if I was working the same agent and he's like, yeah, I got the round trip, do you want it? Done. And it's under the same broker. I'm about to show you an example of a load that I did. So this is the first load that I picked up. This load right here was scheduled to pick up at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I was excited about these two loads that I had to do, so I left at 3 in the morning. Then I shot up to Jersey, and I got some fuel, got something to eat. And then when I did inquire about this load, the agent did say that it's one pallet, and that it is hazmat, and it was going to Beach Creek, PA. So I made sure that I checked out to see if I could find another load going in that same direction. And stay tuned to find out what happened. So it was a little tight to get in here. As you can see, it's like 5 in the morning, and the place was actually open. They let me in, and I backed right in. That's the good thing about being early. So I got to go and check in, and they told me back right in. And as you can see on the driver's side, it is really, really tight, but I got it in there nice and safe. They didn't damage no doors, and they're about to start loading me, so I get out of here. So we picked up our first load, which is one pallet. Now we're about to pick up our second load, and stay tuned to find out how many pallets it is also. Just like that, we picked up both loads. The one on the right is the first load with one agent, and the one on the left is another load with another agent. Okay, and they both going to the same delivery place. They both delivering tomorrow, and the place open at 8 till 12. So that's the window. So this is the first load that I picked up. It picked up out of Elmwood Park, New Jersey, and the pickup time was 8 o'clock. But like y'all seen, I got there at 5 in the morning. They was open. They loaded me right up. And this load paid $1,500. I didn't ask for more money because I knew I was picking up a second load. And it delivered also in Beach Creek, PA, between 8 and 12. Same warehouse. As you can see, it picked up on the 23rd and delivers on the 24th. I'm about to show you the second load. This is the second load that I picked up. It came out of Hatfield, PA, and the pickup hours was between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. Okay, and it delivers in Beach Creek, PA, from 8 to 12. And it also picked up on the 23rd and deliver on the 24th. Once again, these are the same warehouse. These are 2 different loads, 2 different agents, 1 pallet each load. So the line haul for the first load was $1,500, and the line haul for the second load was $1,700. So in total, I grossed $3,200 for the total line hauls, and I get 65% of that, which equal to $2,080, which went only 200 miles. Hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you work smarter, not harder. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to set your bell notification, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.